Regarding facial treatments, it is possible to achieve excellent results as well. Let's see how you will be able to apply a successful facial dermal health treatment. It is important to remember that our machines offer the possibility to apply dermal health and Dermoleds simultaneously in order to regenerate elastin and collagen fibers. The application is the same one as we will show you, but you have to change the applicators before. Dermal health is a non-invasive method of continuous vacuum at a constant flow that activates skin tissues and stimulates microcirculation. In its facial application, it brings about a greater blood flow, which favors irrigation and carries more nutrients. In this way, elasticity, flexibility and firmness of the epidermis increase. At subcutaneous cellular tissue level, it stimulates the lymphatic venous circulation, bringing about a better cleansing and decongestion. It stimulates the cells that are in charge of producing collagen and elastin fibers. In this way, skin firmness is recovered and the skin has a youthful appearance. It is perfect to treat acne scars in post-lifting hydration, facial cleansing and prevention of facial aging. Now let's see how to apply the treatment.
Firstly, the patient is placed in dorsal decubitus position and her lower limbs are placed on a triangular cushion. Her head lies on a pillow covered with a disposable pillowcase, on a stretcher covered with a disposable case as well. She also wears a hair band to protect her hair. The therapist will sit on a stool at the head of the stretcher. In order to start the treatment, the operator must connect the corresponding facial accessory. To apply DERMOHEALTH and Dermoleds simultaneously, select the Dermoleds head before starting the application and program the selection of Dermoleds in the machine. This light therapy will maximize the results of the treatment, regenerating collagen and elastin fibers.
Remember to follow the instructions in the manual that corresponds to the equipment that is being used, so as to program the machine correctly.
Use a 28mm facial head to start the DERMOHEALTH application.
Setting the time will depend on two factors.
If the facial DERMOHEALTH treatment is applied immediately after a corporal DERMOHEALTH treatment, the time selected must be 10 minutes. If facial DERMOHEALTH is the only treatment applied, the time selected must be 20 minutes. There are two possible treatments that can be applied using the facial kit: treatment for fatty tissue, treatment for edemas.
Let's see how the maneuvers are carried out.
For the facial lymphatic drainage maneuver, the following heads are used: a 28mm head for lower and upper eyelids and two heads for the face. The ganglionic unblockage must be carried out by using a 28mm adapter applying suction movements. The therapist places the whole head on the area to be treated and then she removes it slowly from one side and then completely. Then she will also apply some sliding movements towards the ganglionic area. For the cheaping maneuver, a 38mm head is used. Such maneuver is applied to the localized adipose tissue in the submental and submalar areas and the temples. The therapist must apply a kneading movement to the adipose tissue. After this, a drainage maneuver must always be applied.
Now we're ready to start the treatment.
The patient's head must be rotated to the left or right. The therapist works on one hemiface and then on the other. Regarding the treatment for fatty tissues and edemas, the therapist starts in the same way. A ganglionic unblockage must be carried out from the bottom to the top in direction of the sternocleidomastoid muscle, applying suction movements 3 times on one side using the 28mm adapter. After this, the patient's head is rotated and the therapist works on the other side. Then, the patient's head must be placed in a medium position and the therapist works from the medium line of the face to the preauricular area and towards the sternocleidomastoid muscle on the same side using the 28mm head. Such procedure must be carried out from the neck to the forehead. The same procedure is repeated on the other side. Regarding the treatment for fatty tissue, the areas to be treated are the temples and the submalar and submental areas. Lymphatic drainage and cheaping maneuvers are applied using a 38mm adapter. Regarding the treatment for edemas, the areas to be treated are the following: lower and upper eyelids. For the face, a 28mm adapter is used. The upper and lower eyelids are treated on one side and then on the other, applying only drainage maneuvers. Then, a 28mm adapter must be used. The therapist works from the neck to the forehead. She drains from the medium line of the face to the preauricular and anterolateral areas of the neck. The same procedure is repeated on the other side. It is interesting to show the patient the difference between the area already treated and the other. Finally, a 28mm adapter is used to generate a lifting effect from the epidermis, detaching the skin from the lower plane.
As you can see, it is very easy to apply a facial DERMOHEALTH treatment. Follow the instructions step by step and you will be able to achieve the expected results.